Glow up, pretty, glow up, pretty. So it's your girl, Primp and Proper, and welcome back. If you're new to my channel, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. What I do here is like give inspiration. I do a couple of try-on hauls. I do vlogs, everyday lifestyle kind of things. So if you want to join the family, do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to turn on your post notifications. So let's get into it. You see I got the mic out, so you already know what time it is. It's Big Girl Talk. Today I'm gonna keep it briefly short because I am going out. I know y'all. Look at the beat though. So you remember I had a problem with my foundation. So I have on, it's kind of cooperating right now because usually I will see it like kind of creasing immediately. Right now it's given. I had a mask on, an aloe mask on earlier today, and then I just went in straight up with makeup, and I also just put foundation on half of my face. So this is the only part of my face that has foundation, and like my neck, of course, gots to match the neck, sis. And I've noticed YouTube has shifted since the pandemic because the beauty community is not the same. They don't do makeup tutorials anymore. The girls have quit on us. And I'm sorry, I don't know if I could be that girl for you guys to do all the looks and stuff. I don't know, but let me know if y'all interested. I know a little something about makeup. I know how to apply. You catch the beat. I know how to do a little something. So let me know if y'all interested in that. But makeup tutorials is just like, I don't know. It's just not my thing. I don't know, but I'll do anything for you. Anyways, so you guys, I went viral on TikTok, unbeknownst to me. I didn't even think this video was going to take off the way it did. I'm going to put the video somewhere. If you follow me, you probably already seen the video, but for those of you who are new to my channel and new to me, here's the video that I posted on TikTok. I'm gonna post it somewhere right here. You can always tell when so you get a gist. Wants you and what his intention. Okay. So now that you watched the video, I was given the real tea. I really didn't. I just was laying down on my couch and I was like, let me record this video, tell it about my experience with this person. I'm gonna be nice. This person, Am I focused? Okay, I am. Make sure I'm focused. So, pretty much, don't waste your time 2022. I don't care how familiar the guy is to you. Do not waste your time, sis. Like, you have one life to live. This time is so precious, and that's something you can never get back. You can never get time back. So, the more you waste your time with somebody, the more you start kind of resenting yourself, because once you get out of it and you go through that healing process, you're like, why did I stay? If you're like me, you're gonna beat yourself up. So take my advice. If he's not giving you what you expect, communicate it. Be effective with communication. You told the person how you feel, they don't even direction. That just shows you the person don't give a damn about you. I said this before. I said it numerous times before. It's time for us to glow up. It's time for us to know our worth and not settle. And I'm not only talking to you, I'm talking to myself, because I'm not going to sit here and act like I got it all together, because sometimes, okay, it's not easy. Sometimes there's times I went back to things that I said to people I said I would never go back to, who treated me like crap, and I went back. So I would never judge someone for being in that situation, but I know that you can come out of it, so there's no excuse. So I'm not gonna be looking at you, although I'm not gonna judge you, I'm not gonna be babysitting you or being okay. Like, if I know you can do better, this person treats you like crap, you deserve better, sis. Like, I'm not judging you, but I've been there, so I know how it is. I know how hard it is. I know how much you probably love this person, but you have to love yourself first. I know this is like kind of ranting on. I don't know where I'm going with this conversation, but I just felt like talking to you, talking to my good sisters, my gang. I'm nothing without y'all. I love y'all. But, I like talking on this mic. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking about doing a podcast. but like a video podcast. I don't know. I think I'm gonna run with the Big Girl Talk name, and I'll have a segment on my YouTube only for talks. And I can, I have a lot of ideas, so I'm not even gonna say too much. But it's not just an idea. I'm going to put it into fruition this year. Like, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do, and I always heard that I have a radio voice. So, ain't no radio stations ever hire a girl. I did apply. You know what I'm saying? But they ain't never hire a girl. But I always wanted to be my own boss. I ain't want to work under nobody, because I'm not gonna try to let somebody tell me what I can and cannot talk about. But let's get into some news. Let's talk about some stuff. Let's see what's on the news. Let's talk about this whole ARI getting removed off Savage X FENTY. Okay, says she's a bit toxic. She doesn't know any better. She's used to certain things. And it's not healthy. And it's not her fault. That's what she was raised around. That's what she's used to. So, you got to give her time to grow. You have to let people grow out of their old ways or what they think. When she starts to grow as a person, get older and more mature, she's going to not be, I don't want to say not be so toxic, because sometimes people just live with a toxicity and never heal from past trauma, and this is just their way of life. But if she's in this kind of business, the entertainment business, she's gonna have to grow, because she's gonna be working with brands like Fenty. See how Fenty just quickly dropped her off because she said the comment she made about domestic violence victims. And I know she was kind of seeming didn't show any kind of empathy, but I just feel like when you from the hood, when you have a hard exterior, but you're really soft on the inside, and I just feel like she's a hurt person. So she tried to pull up on this, I don't give up, because she has to be that way, because if she allowed everything that everyone says to get to her, she will I don't even know, I don't think she'll be able to do the job that she does. I don't think she'll be where she is right now if she allowed what people say about her to get to her. So she has to put on that persona. I don't give a F what y'all say. So I don't really think she really meant F all domestic violence abuse. I just think she was in that moment, she was just talking her ish. I really think that's what it was. I hope. I'm just giving her the benefit of the doubt, because I don't think any woman would not care about another woman's trauma. But the way she did say it was kind of empathetic, but still gonna give her the benefit of the doubt, because that's what I like to do. But I ain't gonna lie, when somebody show you who they are, you gotta believe them. But I don't really know her. This is just on Instagram. Instagram is not real, you guys. We gotta get out of that. Instagram is not real, homie. Okay. What else? What else can we talk about? I don't want to talk about dating. Sis, y'all want to hear story time? I'm definitely gonna post this on TikTok. This story time. So let me tell you, I was dating this guy. I thought I was so in love. I thought this was gonna be the person I spend the rest of my life with. I don't know why would I be under that impression, but I had this disorder where this attachment. Once I'm attached to someone, it's hard for me to become detached. But that has changed. Thank you, Jesus. But that's what I was dealing with when I was younger. So this was kind of my first relationship. I got with him when I was in my teens, and it lasted until my early 20s. So that was my dude, girl. I was in love. So I thought we were dating for 7 years, right? But it was this girl, and if you guys hear noise, it's my dryer, because I just put clothes in the dryer. But it was this girl. No, let me back up. Let me tell you how I found out this dude was tricking on me. And this is not the first time I feel like he was tricking on me, but he was cheating on me before. But the girls would lie and say, when I confront them, oh, are you talking to him? Because he would tell me a different story. And they'd be like, no, he told me you're his girlfriend. So I really never had anything concrete as to him cheating on me. Because of that, I guess he had these girls wrapped around his finger, which is, I don't even know how. But that's why you gotta know your self-worth, man. Don't let a guy play you into thinking that's okay. That's not okay. We're not playing any kind of role unless it's the main character, the main role. Anyways, but I don't know if y'all like this background. Like, I got my computer right here. It's so ghetto. But anyways, so it was just, this time was different. This is gonna sound so ghetto, you guys. But he was on house arrest and he was on probation too. So he had, you have to do like these weekly checkups, and he had to do his weekly checkup, and I get a text like, oh, they about to lock me up. And I'm like, what? Well, I think his homeboy texted me, oh, they locked him up or whatnot. I'm like, what? Why he get how did he violate? It's like, oh, because of drugs. Like they said his piss test came back positive, like it came back not normal, whatever. And I'm like, how? When I'm always with him and he doesn't smoke. He stopped smoking, like smoking weed. I'm like, how? Like, that's it. He stays home. Like, how did he fail this drug test? So I'm thinking, like, they after my man. They trying to ban my man. My man ain't do nothing like that. Who I gotta call? Anyways, child. That's what I thought. But anyways, I was kind of suspicious prior to him getting arrested because, like, I think I was over his house and we were watching TV, and I was like, oh, can you give me some water? And he was like, yeah. He got up and his phone was on like this little table in his room. And literally, I never thought to go through his phone. Like, that's not me. So when he went to go get the water, right? He comes back. This guy, he comes back before he even gets the water. He just left the room. He came back to get his phone to get me water. He came back to get his phone. Like, that's, if you didn't make it, if I wasn't suspecting you of cheating before, now I'm on to you, partner. I'm on to you, Steven. That wasn't his name, but it was something to say. So I took note of that, right? So when he gets locked up, I know, like, he's not gonna have his phone. So the homeboy's like, oh, you can pick up his stuff. Then all of a sudden, like 5 minutes later, he was like, oh no, his sister gonna pick it up. I was like, no, I'm gonna pick it up, because I was like, I'm gonna go through that phone. And ladies, don't go through a man's phone. If you already have that feeling, oh, that you need to go through his phone, if he already making you feel like you need to go through his phone, that means whatever you're feeling is facts. You don't even need to go through the phone. If you're, and another thing, you have to think about this. Let's think logically. If you're going to go through a man's phone, already have a plan as to where you're going to go. Like, meaning, okay, if I find A, B, and C in this phone when I go through it, I'm going to leave this relationship. I'm going to leave him. I know we always have the idea we're going to leave, but nah, sis. You got to be really 100% sure that you're going to leave. If you know you want the truth about something, you have to be ready for, like, what it comes with. And if you're going to just stay, then you should just never went through the phone, because your life would have been more peaceful if you didn't go through that phone. I'm just saying, pick your poison. Pick your poison. So he, where was I? So I go pick up the phone from the homeboy, right? And the homeboy was like kind of skeptical. I see him going through the phone as he coming down the stairs, like he erasing stuff. I'm like, he think he's sick. He think he gonna ride for his homeboy. You know how they do. They want to ride for their homeboys. So I get the phone. I get home. I'm on the edge of my bed. I'm going through the phone. I'm going through the phone. And then after like 5 minutes, I'm like, didn't find anything. What am I doing? I trust him. Why am I going through his phone? I didn't even find nothing. Then boom! The good God Almighty. My finger accidentally hit a button that took me to a separate inbox, a private inbox. And there was only one person in that inbox with no name. And in that inbox, I saw pictures. And I saw her kind of like throwing shots at me. Because she was like, in the picture, in the caption, underneath the picture, she put, pretty girls, and at that time I was like 19. So, you know, I was like 19, 18. So, you know, I'm going out with my friends. She was like, pretty girls don't go out to clubs. Pretty girls don't go out. Pretty girls, whatever she said. And I was just like, because I used to go out. So I just felt like that was a jab at me when I read it. Because she knew about me. Because I called the phone. I said hello. She says hello. It's like she was expecting me to call. Because she was like, I was like, who are you? I was like, do you know who this is? She was like, yeah, I know who this is. Okay. No. I said, who are you? She was like, I'm his girlfriend. I was like, how could you be his girlfriend when I'm his girlfriend? And she's like, yeah, I know about you. Okay, so sis, how could you be his girlfriend if I'm his girlfriend? So and I was here first. So it's either, like, come on, it's not adding up. Talk to me. It's not adding up. So now I'm like on the phone like, I'm a little puzzled. I don't know what to say after this. So you knew about me. So how long has this been going on? She's like, oh, it's been going on for some time now. Whatever. I was like, oh, but he told me he was done with you. He was? I was like, when did you guys see? So let me say this. The reason why he violated is, and I thought he was never smoking when he was with me. I would leave his house around like 11 p.m., 12 o'clock sometimes. And that's when she would come through. And she's a weed smoker, so they would smoke together. So you're risking your life with somebody else, and I'm trying to sit here and ride for you, spend time with you while you're on house arrest. God help me. So fast forward, because I have to go, you guys. We do a three-way call the next day because he's calling me. I was like, so he doesn't know I know yet about the new girl, about this girl. So I'm like, hey. And I knew her brother. So I was like, hey, do you know this person by the name of, and she was already on the line. I called her on the line. He was like, who? And I said her name. And she was like, hey, what's up? She was like, yeah, what's up? And she said his name. I'm gonna say his name is Jack. She's like, yeah, what's up, Jack? He hung up the phone so fast. And mind you, this is a paid call. He hung up the phone so fast. And then he was like doing back and forth because after he hung up, he called me back and he said, oh, why would you do that? Oh, she's lying. And then she was texting my phone like, oh, he calling me too. So I don't know if she was lying. She was younger than me. Like, it was a whole bunch of back and forth. But long story short, I was like 18 when that happened, 18, 19. And that was like when we were like 4 years into our relationship. Literally, that little love triangle lasted for 3 years. Us going back and forth. Every time we would so-called take a break, who is he magically back with? The girl. And you know, I pop up because I'm the girl that I'm his first love, whatever. I'll get back on him on any given day and he'll take me back. And he would never end it with her. So then it becomes that love triangle again. Tell me why we fought. Me and the girl fought. Like, so I just said all that to say this. Men do not like to close the door all the way because they like to play it safe. Although he was with me the longest, I felt like he was out of love with me. He was he wasn't in love with me anymore. And you know, we were young and it's okay. It's okay. But the fact that we were together so long, he wasn't fully ready to let me go. But he really was feeling this new girl. He was in love with her. He gained a lot of feelings for her. And I was just standing in the way. But, and the thing is, as women, what we need to learn as young women, girls, is that a man is never going to fully close the door. We have to take the initiative. When we see that we're in like a love triangle or any kind of drama and it has to do with another woman, you have to immediately remove yourself. Because a man is never going to choose. Rarely, let me say, rarely does a man choose. Rarely. And if he does choose, he's gonna still try to double back. Trust me. So it's just like, if I would have, even if I didn't remove myself after the first time, the second time, the third time, the fourth time, if I would have removed myself, I would have saved myself a lot of heartache and I could have let these people move on with their life a lot sooner because that is the person he's with now. I'm 31, so do the math. So it's just like I was standing in the way. And if I would have knew my self-worth, let me say another thing. We as women need to stop thinking that we're losing or we're allowing the other woman to win if we leave. Sis, he was not all that. He not all that. Let's just be real. You just worried about the time you invested into this person, and it was a bad investment. It's a bad investment. Sorry. You can't get your money back, but you're free now. Okay? You can start new memories and have time for other things that will better you. Like learning to let go and detach from certain situations, that is a gift that I think every woman should learn. Self-love, self-worth. When relationships have expired, knowing when to leave when they expire. Because everything has an end date. Especially when you're young. Very few people marry their high school sweethearts, especially in this generation. Everybody in situationships. Girl, take it for what it is. But we're not doing that in 2022. We're gonna boss up. And this is big girl talk. I hope I was able to give y'all a little to keep y'all during the week. Let me know if y'all like this. Let me know if y'all have any topics y'all want me to touch on. And y'all can ask me questions and I can keep your names and switch up the names, and I can like talk about it and what I would have did. This is a sisterhood. I'm here for you, sis. And that's all for Big Girl Talk with Primp and Proper. Bye. I gotta go eat. I eat all day. I was trying to do that Sophia smoothie challenge, and I jumped on the scale. I ain't lose weight. I'm fed up. Y'all know I'm an emotional eater. I ain't got time. Okay? I don't. I hope this thing was still recording. Oh my gosh, it was not recording. That's crazy. Okay. See, I have to figure out this whole setup because, the mic stopped recording. It's because it's stupid. Bye, talk. Bye, y'all. And glow up. Pretty, Primp, and pretty, Primp, and